core beliefs that I have is that we cannot save for wealth, or at least that's not the quickest way. The best way to build wealth is to create wealth. Instead of saving money and putting it aside and actually losing ground to inflation and other issues, we're going to create wealth by putting together deals, by doing creative things where everybody wins, and the outcome is that we have created a lot of equity, cash flow, all of those things that lead to wealth. All right. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're part of the discussion. So along those lines, I realize that too often I take for granted that people understand why it's really beneficial to fund your real estate deals with money from everyday private lenders. And I take that for granted because that's what I talk about a lot. That's how I fund my deals. People who know me, I tend to assume they've already heard me explain all of these. So today I wanted to review some of the really key things that make it so beneficial for us if we're willing to raise money from everyday private lenders. All right. So one key thing for me is that when I borrow money from private lender who I know, whose friend, family, coworker, somebody I've known over the years or have some relationship with, that relationship is the key, right? They're lending to me based on them knowing that I'm trustworthy, I have integrity, I do what I say I'm going to do, and they're not lending just to somebody in a credit report or looking at a balance sheet. And I really like that. My credit is very good. My balance sheet is very good. But I like the fact that when I'm working with private lender, it's relational. We know each other. Okay, we're going to structure deals so that it's best for the both of us. And banks have a tendency to structure deals so that the risk goes on the borrower and everything's in favor of the bank. I don't like that strategy. I want it to be really good for both of us, and we can structure deals that way. Okay, so that's one. The other one is that we can structure deals really creatively so that lenders get exactly what they want, and in the process, we get exactly what we want, better than we can get from the bank. So a real quick example, most lenders that I'm dealing with, everyday private lenders, they want a return that is better than they can get in a CD or a bond or some fixed rate of return, right? Yeah, so they want a return that's better than that without the risk of the stock market. So they don't want to worry about the value of their investment fluctuating based on the economy, who's in office as president, what a CEO tweeted, whatever else. So they want to know that their investment is going to stay the same, the return they're going to get is going to stay the same, and they really like that it's secured by real estate. Now, so to give them that, we need to structure the payments so they're interest only and long term. Okay, and that's beneficial to them. It fits what they want. Interest only payments means for me as the borrower, or us as the real estate investor, that lowers our loan constant. It reduces the risk in the investment for both us and the lender, and it provides us more cash flow per deal. So real good example, you cannot structure deals that way with a bank, but with a private lender, you can structure deals so it's better for everybody and reduces risk for everybody. We also structure deals so we don't need our own money in the deal. And a lot of, if you're working with a hard money lender or a bank, usually they want you to have 20% down and some kind of skin in the game. And with private lenders, especially if you worked with them before, you have experience in real estate, you can structure deals so that they'll fund the entire deal. That's really beneficial once you're doing a lot of deals, right? It starts to hold you back if you need 20% in every deal you're doing. And so we want to structure deals so that, one, we don't need our own money to do the deal, and then two, we're not leaving money in the deal. So I really like the BRRRR strategy. When we refinance out that BRRRR, or we're going to talk a little about a slow BRRRR, no BRRRR, but when, let's say, just a real simple BRRRR, when we refinance it out, we want to get all of our money back, not leave money in that deal. Okay? Another key benefit when working with private lenders is the cost of that loan, the cost of the financing is lower than most other options. Okay? And so, one, that is related to the monthly payment. Your monthly payment's going to be lower. There aren't origination fees or points like with hard money. And if you're using hard money for the purchase, they might be at 3 points and 12%. And generally, our lenders are happy with 6 to 7% interest. Okay. And then the last key thing for today, at least, I could go on and on about all kinds of great benefits for working with private lenders. But when you're working with an everyday private lender, they want to invest the money, leave it there like it's in a stock or a mutual fund or something. And as long as the return is good and fits their investment goals, they want to leave it there and continue to get the return. It's much different than working with the hard money lender where they're doing short-term loans. Okay, so with a everyday private lender, we're going to do a loan up to 10 years, and we're going to do interest-only payments, and our interest rate that we're going to pay will be around 6 to 7%. And so that's the ballpark of the loans that I offer in my business, and it really satisfies what my lenders are looking for, as well as allows me the structures and the cash flow and the reduced risk to be able to grow my business very quickly. All right. So I hope that helps you. I hope if you were on the fence about whether it was worth the effort to learn how to raise money from everyday private lenders, I hope this episode helped you. Hope it inspired you to go ahead, dig in, learn those simple skills, get the documents, figure out how to run the meeting so that you can fund your deals that way. You'll make more money per deal, and you'll really help those people that you end up working with as lenders. All right. We'll see you next week. Until then, keep building your dream life one door at a time.